her top, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Okay. Death comes in threes, wins come in twos, cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. Ay. I do a good job, pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on, pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one, they want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense, I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Yeah. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pounds. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m., check out. Might give her one foul, just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess on my schedule. Right. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Right. Half the Emirates need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than imagine. Plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they're thinking, they don't even gotta say it. Nope. They thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. Right. And I don't need you to okay it. Yeah. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pounds. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown.
They can't take it to 10.
Hey.
Honey, I dash, got it on.
Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and the Cleveland Browns. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
We got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep running.
Now Jackson. He'll buy some time right. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
Tight right.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Taywan Taylor. His first touchdown here of the new campaign as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
We're going to sign. Watch two. Watch two. So don't say nothing.
They'll run on first down. Peyton, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd and 9, Darnold is going to find his running back. It's complete. Give him 3 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now?
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And he completes it to Cohen. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Watch tight. Tight ends right. Alert, alert. 3 down. Save.
Jackson now. And Austin Safarian-Jenkins has it. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down.
That's good for a Browns first down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there, Harris.
Then he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 12 at the 43-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Jackson. Oh, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And some room to work. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Extra point right down the middle. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Stop your whining.
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Throwing is Jackson. Throwing right, and that's complete. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
First down, a run with Cohen. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
3rd down and 4.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. And that will be incomplete.
Jackson's pass, intended for Taywan Taylor, incomplete. It's 4th down.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. After one, 14-6 our score on EA Sports. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Operating from the gun, Jackson. Ball going deep here for Taylor. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18, and the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Off of play action, Darnold. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Now Darnold. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. On first down, Peyton. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll try the left side. Peyton. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year, as the Bears push further out in front. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's Jackson. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 50-yard line.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now Cohen. And an alley to run.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. From the 34 now, here's first. Cohen lost the football, and this is picked up by the Bears. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. Faking the give, Darnold. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. That reception, it brings him up to the 700 plateau. He's at 700 career NFL catches now.
And that club in baseball, a rather exclusive club, and one we talk about all the time, In football, puts you in the top 50 all-time range. Not so bad either.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Darnold being chased out left. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
And it's 3rd down.
Check, lady. Motion. Hey, check motion, man. Put your hands on it.
3rd and 2, Darnold. This is caught. 14 yards through the air. Caught the D off guard on 3rd and 1. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as the Bears push further out in front. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
Call that a very strong gain of 24.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
It's our time, guys. It's our time.
They'll try the counter here. Cohen. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Here we go. With the flag. Watch left. Tight end to the right.
On 2nd down now. It's Cohen. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
It's now 3rd and 8.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. A shotgun snap for Darnold. Oh, he's thinking end zone for Evans. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Mike Evans in the final seconds of the first half as the Bears push further out in front. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. That's a live ball scooped up by the offense.
That's our ball, baby. Going the other way.
Following the botch PAT, they're set to kick this one away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They'll run on first down. Peyton. He finds an opening past the 40. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. 75 yards as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead will swell by one more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away. Shocker. Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Jackson now. Going to throw again. That is caught by Cohen. And he's got this down to the 35. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 35. And Jackson throwing once more. Eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here's Jackson operating from the gun. And to the tight end here, Safarian Jenkins. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns are able to cash in for 6. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sack.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
51 yards on the punt there. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 23 yards, the final tally. To throw is Jackson. From the gun, he'll throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Now it's Jackson. Safarian Jenkins has it. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
To throw is Jackson. Open man is Ross, complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Key to tight end, key to tight end. 3 down, 3 down.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
Well, they have had success when he keeps the ball running it, but not in that situation. I mean, I think we got an example of why NFL coaches really don't like their quarterback in the running game.
Because whether he keeps it or not, he's likely going to take a hit, isn't he?
No doubt about it. And defenses, they're looking to put that hit on a quarterback.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way. And
he's got a convoy, and he might be gone. 20. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Two. Watch the pass. Here we go.
This a give to Mack running to the right. Got some room at the 30. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. The 30. 10. And finally out of bounds all the way down at about the 2. It's a big-time play there for the Bears. 81 yards. Now another timeout called for by the offense. And that's going to leave him with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game. They're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Jackson will throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 17. And he's going to go down again.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
The Browns send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline.
Let's go, boys.
At the 44-yard line.
We're outside.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback.
Darnold on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll try the left side. Peyton. They find some open field here. The 20.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter.
You got motion, man. You got motion, man.
They'll keep it on the ground. Peyton. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. Taking it in as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
The Browns take over first and 10. Let's do it! At their own 35-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Joey Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Buying time to his left. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
First and 10 at the 47.
Jackson on first down. And he is going to be run down. What a disaster there. A huge loss.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. Flush to his right. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That really sets them back. A loss of 6.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers.
Interception, baby, all day, all day.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll start with a give to Cohen. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a second and 13. Now Jackson back into his end zone. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11. 3rd and 2, here's Jackson. Open man is Taylor, he's got it. 13 yards to pick up there, good for a Cleveland first. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Steps away to his left. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. That one a first down pickup of 8. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. 2 first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Forced out to his left. Finding room inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Chicago, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gautin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.